That 387 stroker, no doubt one of the best budget engines we've ever built here on the channel. It met its demise too early, and with the impending build changes for 2025 that we had planned out, and it might be time for us to consider resurrecting this old school build as we're trying to get the black car off its jack stands so we can get back into those cool burnouts, enjoy the ride, and just get our car off the jack stands. But before we can have some fun here in the spring, in the summer with our black 90 GT that we had the 387 stroker in, we got to figure out our engine problem. Now we had plans to put a stock bottom end 351 Windsor build in here with a turbo kit again, like it once had before. But just like in life, you know, things change, builds change, timelines change. It's just, it is what it is. And I don't want to wait any longer having another car on the jack stands. And there's actually a reason why we're bailing on the 351 Windsor stock bottom end turbo build right now. And I'm going to show you here at the machine shop here in a minute. But while we wait for the block to get machined, we're going to be dealing with the front bumper situation. But we'll talk about that in another video. And we'll head over to the machine shop and I'll introduce you to Steve. To the shop, we got to pick up a couple of the parts that we need to do for the new 387 that we're going to be building. We set apart these stock pistons. As you know, this is part of the actual build itself. We're not going to be using the stock crank because that's not part of the recipe. So before we get ahead of ourselves, let me just tell you what the recipe is for the 387 stroker again. That way you know what we're looking at the machine shop. This is a production junkyard block. We took a Fox body piston, and what we ended up doing is mating them to the factory Windsor rods that came out of our 351 Windsor. Production pistons, production rods, production block, which you can get at the junkyard. But we did have to use an aftermarket crank. This is just a cheap $300 cast steel crank. You can see we did a little bit of balancing on it, and we used a balancer in the other video. We're gonna grab these, get them with the other rods so they can be pressed in and get started on this build. Let's get over to shop. All right, let me go ahead and get these parts out of the back of the truck. You guys grilling today? You got a little something on the grill today? You guys got to see this block. We came over here the other day and there was a big issue that we had. I'm about to show you right here right now. Hey. Right. My apologies for being a little bit late here.
Dangerously close to interfering with lunchtime.
Well, I thought lunchtime was like noon.
Don't mess with a fat man when he's hungry.
You're not fat. This is Steve Lindsay. He's going to be helping us with the 387 stroker build. We usually had Dave do this stuff, but Dave's limited
Dave's
now.
not here, man.
Let's show them what we found on the other 351 Windsor. So, as you know, here in the channel, we were going to do a stock bottom end turbo build, and we still will, but one of them junkyard blocks we got out of the junkyard, Steve had been looking at it, and you know, we always were wondering what this was all about, but you know, it's got a big old crack right here, and we thought this was a piece of rust. You can see, you know, what a good block. It had a really good bore in it. It wasn't terrible, but you know, that's pretty much a dead giveaway when you start seeing freeze plugs popping out the side of it. So you just got to move on. And the only other block that we actually have that's going to be worth a shit is the one that actually came out of the car that we messed up to begin with. So we're going to gather the parts that we need, and we're going to look at this block real quick and check the hone. And so I got my dart block here, and this is the old 387 stroker. It's got so much shavings and metal in it. If you guys remember, we put a lot of metal through that when we were at the track. And you know, it was a fresh build to begin with. It had a flat deck, and you know, everything was good with this block. It was perfect. It was a roller block from 94 to 97. And this is kind of your bare starting point for a 387 stroker, is finding yourself a good 351 block. It doesn't have to be roller, but preferred because it just saves you money for the link bar lifters. So what Steve's going to do here is check a couple of the bores.
This was standard bore, you said, correct?
That's correct.
Got this set. Yeah, a little over a thou wear there. It does have some wear. It's about 3 thou up towards the top.
Okay.
To Seen better, seen worse. Well, you're not gonna get a great ring seal with wear. We could straighten it out. You got choices. You can either make them fit loose depending on how budget you want to go. Average about 2 thou wear. You can either take them all out to a consistent amount, straighten them all out, or I mean, if you wanted to spend a little extra money, you could coat the pistons and get your piston to wall clearance back to where you'd really like to see it.
Yeah.
Or run it a little on the loose side. And
so we actually have the pistons here, or excuse me, these are going to be the rods here. So these are the rods that we're going to use in the new rebuild. So what you'll have to do, Steve, is you'll have to pop these pistons off, and we'll have to put them on the Windsor rods.
Those other rods.
Right. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of clearancing that needs to be done if you looked at some of the other ones. Yeah, these are it here. See, like right here?
Yeah, not much. Okay.
Just enough to clearance the counterweight, and then obviously you can know which rod is which. But I don't really want to use these again because these rods have been through some really bad bearings. Now this is actually the balancer. You can see we put holes in it. There's supposed to be a crankshaft here somewhere, but the one main component that makes it all work is the crankshaft that we got for it, 385 Eagle crankshaft, and this is the one that he's going to be balancing to as well. So I would be surprised if it was off. Steve's been working here. He's been working machine shop stuff for many decades, and he actually works with Kevin Cragen at Cragen Auto here in Northeast Ohio, and Dave also did. I mean, they kind of shared the same machine shop. So I have just as much faith in Steve to do the 387 and the other small builds that we got going on. What we're gonna have to do to this, we're gonna have to take this and clean it really good.
Clean it all up, we'll get it cleaned up, we'll get it back in there, get a real good size on it, figure out what we're gonna do with the bore as far as the hone.
Okay.
Size.
Okay. See how close it is. I think there's a program. Does some of those programs save?
Yeah, all the balance.
Decided to open up the file to see about the balancing real quick before I left. Dave called it the stripper file.
And this is when he was drilling the balancer and everything.
Okay. I don't think he messed with the flywheel. I think it was just all in the crank, in the back of the crank right here, and then the balancer in the front. We got to get this motor back together because I mean the other block, I didn't expect the other block to be cracked, and I was really hoping for that to be a good setup. But running it a little loose is not going to be that big of a deal. I mean those are.
Yeah, you gotta watch you don't get it too loose with it. You know, you don't want to bang them around to the point of you break skirts on pistons if they're too loose. But
all right, Steve, I appreciate. I know you're ready to get hit up for lunch, but I wanted to update the channel, let them know. Like I said, what kind of timeline you think to get the block prepped and ready?
Definitely be. I don't know. Probably gonna be a couple weeks right now.
Okay, I'll keep hopping you. We'll see where we're at. So we got a lot going on the plate here with the 387 stroker. Unfortunately, found a cracked block with a 351 Windsor that we thought we were going to be able to use for a stock bottom end build, and just significantly changed our plans for 2025. So where we're at now is we just got to get the 387 stroker kind of in process, get the rest of this front end put back together, and just prep to get that engine put back down in the car. We had a bunch of fun with it when we had it. We're going to have a bunch more fun with it and make it a little better than it was before. I don't think it's going to take too long to get it put back together. We already kind of know the process and the recipe of, and we even know how to balance it. So look forward to the content coming up on the channel, guys. That's pretty much it for the night, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys enjoy this sort of content, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a subscribe if you haven't already. Check out that merch at neomustangs.com. We've got a join button below if you want to become a member of the channel. But outside of that, I just appreciate you being here. We'll see you soon in the next one.